Welcome back, everyone, to CCG, where we will be watching CCG take on G3 in round 8 here of Group A of the ESEA League season. And of course, I'm Sailor, joined by my ever faithful caster. And a very quick question for you: what are you expecting to see today?
I'm expecting to see some fun CS. To be honest, I never liked the map Anubis very much because I feel like it's very complicated for me as an old school CS player.
Mhm.
But I'm very delighted to see how CCG is gonna face G3 on that map. I believe that is the map of the choice that they picked in the end. So it's a best of one series, as I believe. So let's see. Let's see some action-packed CS, possibly some gun downs, some fights, and everything.
Yeah, as we can
So
see here,
yeah,
they did go for the Anubis here. Mirage, Vertigo, Overpass were taken away by CCG, while Ancient, Nuke, and Inferno were taken away by G3. Ancient, a map that we have seen CCG on before, so a bit a bit miffed that we won't see it again. They did have a bit of a
yeah.
sloppy start on it. I would have liked to have seen it again, but we'll jump right into these rosters very quickly so we can start to get into these games as we're looking at Florida, Chinchilla, as always, Rin, 2 RPM, and Trip. Heading up against them is, to be honest, that first name, I don't think I'll be able to say that one, is N2OAMZ, Obelete,
Yeah.
TMK, Dante Morin, and Zai. But yeah, it's always going to be the same from CCG, but we'll have to keep an eye on the G3 players here. Any names that you've seen before, maybe?
Well, not from the G3 side. I'm not familiar with this name, but CCG, yeah, we have the same roster, and pretty much I'm hoping that they'll be performing as usual. But G3 side, not really. Nothing rings a bell.
Nothing rings a bell right now. I believe I've seen TMK play a couple of times before in some other leagues, so it'll be interesting to see if they will be popping off this time around. But as always, one of my favorites on the team, Chinchilla, one of those lurky, sneaky players that can somehow just
Yeah,
find these magical angles. So really looking forward to seeing that one. As we're going to be jumping in just a couple of moments, Anubis. And we're kind of wondering if we're going to go for a T side start, CT side. Are we going to be getting the first option? But more importantly, we saw them on their T side before, and they were very, very shaky here at CCG. And I want to see a lot more answers from them if they are on the T side to start. But it looks like that's exactly what I'm going to get.
yeah,
See what Trip and them have in store for us today.
yeah. Anubis is one of those maps that is really huge, and it is not a one-sided map per se, where you can't say Anubis is a T-sided map or a CT-sided map. So it's going to be interesting to see how they implement those strategies going into the side. I mean, obviously, if you're playing in CT side, then you need to hold those angles because you have a lot of angles to hold. And if you're one of the T-sided, if you're on the T side, then of course you need to plan a perfect execution going into the side, plan those smokes right where they need it to be, and vice versa.
Yeah, as we do see Chinchilla, they're going for a jump step through mid to try and get some info, but immediately taken out as Floridot getting those peaks in. Does the angle correct? No, it's looking like it's too close here from Obi here. It's it's a difficult one to kind of read out now. You've already lost a member. There's a lot of transitions happening. Looks like they're going to go towards that A side as we do get a bit of contact here between two. Obi is still holding that mid demon mode, even stepping up and looking down those windows. All waiting for this execute now. Three are still further towards B side, so they might get something decent here, but the cover is there.
Yeah, definitely. They're looking towards that A side entry, perhaps. They are setting up those smokes and angles. Perhaps they might go for a quick rush here. Only 15 seconds left on the clock, so not much time to work with. And since it's a very big map, rot- rotating back to B side is not going to be quite possible as they go inside and they will be able to take out Calamity with a headshot with the Glock there. And now N2O coming from behind, try to get a USP on the head of Trip, but won't be finding him as he goes down as well. Now down to the last two persons, and Lexi will be able to take one down to secure the 2v3 situation. The bomb has been planted, so they need to be really quick about it, whether when they want to go in. Floridot will be able to take out TMK, and Trip will be able to take out the last person as well. And the first round will be going in the favor of CCG.
Yeah, very, very nice work there. They did get that A site, which we saw them struggling on last time. Their executes to get on the site were great, but they could never hold them. But this time around, doing decent work. We do immediately see that AK being picked up as well. So they're looking to force this one hard. A lot of util also picked up, so they do not want to give this round up at all. This is one they feel like they can win. So let's see if they can do something with it. They're going to go back towards that B site. They're going to poke and prod as they like to do, but will they be able to find the right angle here? I don't know.
Yeah, well, they're probably going to try to look towards the gate to see if they can see someone towards that backside into the B side. Maybe perhaps get a kill, get an early advantage at the beginning of the round. That's possibly what you try to look here, as this is the second round. So I'm guessing they're going for a half buy. They just want to poke anything out of the opponents here as they go through the smoke. Ryan will be able to take out TMK and to picks up the trade kill immediately. The nade is there. Kobe for 2 RPM here. Laxi takes out Florida and with the deagle shot there. And now it's all down to 3v3. They're going to go for the plant, and the plant is done. Now the after plant situation. The flashes that are coming in. Trip is going to go inside, try to take it down. Calamity 2 RPM takes a max 10 kill as well. They know where the last person is, and it's going to be Laxi, and Chinchilla is going to be able to take him down as well. Another round secure for CCG. They did lose 2 members, though, in the process.
Yeah, they lost 2 there. Not always the best when you do lose some members early, but they managed to get the bomb down and play it as cleanly as they can, getting all of their angles shut down nice and quick, using that smoke to their advantage. The flash was perfect as well to set up Trip, and it's a good round, it's a good lead. It's looking a little bit more difficult now that we start to see the rifles come out for both sides, and they could get caught here with a couple of low budgets for the next round if they manage to lose this one, but they're in a comfortable position.
They're definitely in a very comfortable position. This time around, they are looking towards a penetration toward the mid. Maybe Trip will find one obligated, and N2O immediately getting a trade kill onto Trip. So that is 1 for 1, an evenly trade done. And with that, CCG are still looking towards that mid. They're looking towards that bridge. They will spot one. He will immediately have to go back from there. Laxi will deal quite a bit of damage there on the mid. I'm not sure on who. Couldn't see that, but that was a huge chunk of damage. And Ryan will be able to pick up N2O right before the smoke goes off. And now look at that. A very wide peek by TMK. We'll be able to find 2 there with a double headshot there. And he's going to be very happy with that. Now down to the last 2 person. And I believe one of them is very low. Yes, 2 RPM is very low. He has a Mackin on the hand. He has a M4A1S coming up to him. And it's not going to be able to fight that out in a long distance. And Chinchilla goes down at the end with the FAMAS, and that is going to be the first round from them.
Yeah, G3 managed to pick up a round there, and as I was saying, there's a couple of low buys going to be forced out now from the side of CCG as TMK got a wide swing, held it, they dropped the bomb, which gave them all the information they needed to know that they have to come to them. They are now in the driving seat, and it just makes it a little bit too easy for them. G3 now in a solid position. We do see some setup coming out straight away from Chinchilla, going to smoke off some of mid and onto B as they are trying to just find that first pick, trying to find the opener, but Obi ready for this one, does take a chunk there. Let's see what they can do with this one.
Yep, trying to look for a kill with the max in here again, and spamming through the smokes every time, trying to get that early kill as always to get that advantage, but will not be able to find anyone. Again, they are quite spread up. I think they are playing for kills, trying to get that first blood at the very beginning of the round so that they can enter a side. But I think the bomb side of choice is going to be the A side because we see the bomb getting rotated to that side. The molly will be thrown in. Laxi has to get back from there, leaving his teammate alone. The nade gets thrown in by through the smoke as well, but very patient here with a Tech 9 and an AK-47 on to Chinchilla, still holding, being very patient with the rest of the members. They made sounds all around the map, but they weren't able to get any kills. All members alive from each of the teams. Now looking towards that A execution, will throw in the molly in the fountain, and they are going inside. Amazing flash. Chinchilla will be able to take up the first one, and 2 Ace is still inside, will be able to take him down. Inside the smoke, sprays in. Chinchilla will be able to get out another one. Double kill for him, and he's going to straight up go for that tunnel here, trying to look for anybody that's coming through beach, perhaps holding up the angle, and they're going to get this bomb planted immediately, just waiting for the clock to tick down. I don't think that G3 are going to contest, are going to try to retake this side, as they know that they cannot go up against all 5 members of CCG Esports at this point.
Yeah, this is just going to be a sit back, hold on to what we can. They know that this round is gone, but Chinchilla is on the hunt. We'll find one more. They'll know the basic of idea that they might be on B. They will be able to hunt this as well. Chinchilla waiting. Try find that shot. Will not spot him in the end. Does see an elbow, and that is enough for them to take that one out, and that's after time as well, so that's an even bigger pay cut coming through that one. And yeah, great work from CCG, great shutdown, great recovery as well, and more from it. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, it was on a full buy round from them as well, and they were able to secure the side bomb side, and Chinchilla just taking a massive entry there. Pretty amazing pop flash coming in from his teammate to support him to take the entry on the side. And Lexi, even though the last person alive, he wanted to save the gun, he wanted to get some exit fracks, perhaps waiting on that beach, but will not turn on his favor as he gets taken out immediately by the forces of the terrorists.
Yeah, flashes over the top now. And two creeping up with Calamity, but they won't be able to find much on that side as they're all the squeaking over towards B. It's Laxi with the deagle, misses the main kill as there, doesn't land that headshot, doesn't take them out, but a decent amount of damage. Calamity manages to find Florida on the rat play. Rin manages to take out another one. Laxis does fall with TMK waiting in the side. They don't check all their corners. Chinchilla will clean it up, but damage has been dealt. They've lost two members. The frag does finish off Calamity, so they managed to get one more. It's 3 versus 2 now, but they will go for this one. They won't lose too much off of
There's a
it. It's
flank
just
coming,
one
though.
rifle.
There's someone coming in from the flank, and he's going to be N2O. He managed to get inside the side, but look at the positioning from CCG. It's very smart, very intelligent. They all went back in the terrorist side in the CT spawn, and they're going to be coming out one by one. They're going to be able to take out one, good for one, good for two, good for three as well. They take out a team kill, but Chinchilla will be happy to take out 2 RPM for the sake of CCG, because why not? Because all of them are dead.
All of them are dead, but as you can see there on the top of your screens, that is an op coming through for G3. They are sending it. They do not want to give anything else up here. That is a very risky buy at this stage, especially when the rest of your team is rocking some SMGs.
Yep.
It's a tough one. I think it's ballsy. It's aggressive, and I really hope it works out just for the sake of the player, but not when that happens.
Nah, not when Trip takes a peek first, and he has the peeker's advantage and takes down the upper right there, and that is just one man gone. Calamity will be able to secure something by getting Chinchilla, but another one Trip manages to hold the angle, but he did not expect somebody to come rushing in like that from the bridge, and will be able to bring him down as well. Did they secure the op? Yes, they did. They did secure the op, and they will be holding the angle again. It was disastrous. It was looking disastrous for CT at the very beginning of the round, but they have to manage to secure something at least. 2 RPM will be able to get Calamity after the smoke disappears, and a quick pop flash coming in. 2 RPM going into the side. Molly is there to stop him from rushing in. Ryan finds one. He's not going to be able to take him down, as TMK is going to be the one who takes him out instead. Now the last 2% alive from the side of CCG. They're planning on a rotation, but Laxi is there with an op waiting for them in there. He is still into the sewers. He's not going to be able to do anything as 2 RPM just bunny hopping himself into the death there as Laxi picks up a triple that round and secures the round for the side of G3.
Yeah, that AWP pickup really working out there as the designated AWPer goes down. They pick it up. They managed to fix that one also. Laxi's well played there to use that the way they did. It is 4-2, so it was a good buy. They do get themselves back in. The rifles coming back through. We now have a swap where it's full rifles versus a couple of SMGs, and sadly there is just a deagle as well on the side of CCG, so they are backs against a wall for this coming round.
Yep, the economy is completely messed up from both of the side of the team, but I feel like it's more messed up for the side of CCG, because if they lose this round, then they're not going to be able to buy for next 2 rounds possibly, but they're in the terrorist side. Terrorist does require less amount of money compared to the CT side, so it shouldn't be that bad for them, as N2O just goes in for a straight pick. We'll find RYN, and it's going to be able to take him out, and that is the first blood, strong first blood that they'd be looking for, and that's just 2 of the pistol guys down. 3 of the riflemen is still alive from the side of CCG, but they haven't found anything. They haven't found any kills. They are at a man disadvantage here in a 3v5 situation. They are waiting it out. They're waiting out to get some information, perhaps. Strip will be able to take out Lexi, and an amazing rush coming in from 2 RPM, and he's going to be able to take out N2O, and now they might have opened the side, but there is still one guy remaining. Not anymore. TMK goes out with a headshot from 2 RPM, and now they have planted the bomb. All of a sudden, it looked really bad for them, and all of a sudden, it's all good. Chinchillado, we're going to find another one in the middle here, and that is just all down in drains for G3 here. And OMG, what is happening? Obi is going to go inside and he's going to be sneaky peeky. Going to find Trip there. And Chinchillada is going to go back. I'm not sure what just happened there, but he knows where Chinchillada went. He just saw him going there. He had a trigger discipline, but Chinchillada is going to be one step ahead of him as he has the advantage on the edge there, as he will be able to take out Obi. And another round, 5th round secured for the side of CCG.
Yeah, a really, really good pickup there. I didn't expect that round to go the way that it did. They kind of fell apart there towards the end, G3, and kind of got a little bit messy there. It was just not the way we'd seen them play before. G3 used to be calm and collected. They seem like they're panicking a little bit in that round, even though they had the advantage weapon-wise.
Yep, definitely. Now all the rifles are coming in, and it's going to be a hard eco from the side of
Eco coming through as Rain manages to take out Laxi's there. Chinchilla also takes out N2, and Rain takes out another. That's a nice, easy 3 kills set up for the Calamity trying to take that down with the SMG. The range was not there, but he does manage to finish it off as 2 RPM does fall. Trip is ready for that flank and will take out one more. Now a 4 versus 1 as there's just not really much hope here. Should be an easy pickup for CCG. The bomb should go down. Will the attempt come through? As Calamity does manage to get a couple of shots in the back there, but Rain manages to clean that one up, and it's a 3 versus 1 for the end. Nice, easy pickup. CCG looking a lot more comfortable. See what the plan is here from the rest of CCG, as they need to keep this lead going, keep things rolling, as they don't want to slip up now. Any major mistakes could give them the edge back. This is a very, very good round for them to take, as that op is going to absolutely sting the pockets from the side of G3 if they lose this one. If it's a clean sweep, that's 2 rounds they cannot buy in. As the spray comes through from 2 RPM, there's a little bit of information handed over there. TMK worried and not 100% sure where things are. Very calm and collected here, though. They're making them use util. They're making them use everything they have to try and slow the attack, but they have no idea where it's coming from, as we might see some action in the mid. 2 RPM is holding that angle. They have plenty of time to work with. See what they can go for. N2, TMK holding that mid. They still don't know where they are. Chinchilla going to slowly creep up through this one. Obi is in a lot of trouble, and he knows it, and 2 RPM will finish that one off. Chinchilla does go low, but there goes one more. N2 manages to take out one. That off coming to fruition. TMK manages to take out one as well. It's getting messy here as Rin is just spraying down. Manages to pick up an op, does fall. Everything's getting messy now from a position of strength. Calamity will fall. It's just TMK left. They should be able to eliminate the last member here. TMK manages to get one more. No, Florida, it's all on you. It's a 1 versus 1. Rifle on rifle here. It's AK. Will he be able to take it? He will. A clean shot. CCG win the round and bring it to a 7-2.
That was a good attempt from the side of CT as well. They tried to strafe it out and managed to wanted to make him use his complete mag and possibly try to get that timing right with the reload when he wanted to take the peak and try to take him out, but it will not be possible for him to do that, as he'll be going out. And another round secure for CCG. Just a few more rounds left before it's switch time.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. Getting up to those double digits could be pivotal here, as Trip manages to take out Laxi. Trip manages to take out TMK. Trip is going on a trip here, vacation booked. He has a hot dinner to get to after this one. As 2 RPM takes out Calamity. Chinchilla will fall. That is our sacrificial angel as always. Obi, let's see. Will they be able to do something? He flips that Eagle, managed to take out 2 RPM, but will get sprayed down by Rain on the other side. N2 trying to get something here. That Eagle is not the best at full firing, but he will get another one through the smoke. That frag could make the difference, and it does. It is perfect from Florida, and that is a great side take.
Very greatly played by them here, as they were able to yet again secure another round for themselves. CCG has been performing exceptionally well in this Anubis map against G3. G3, their defenses are crumbling every single time. It's the way they're initiating is just like they're not giving any opportunity, any window of opportunity, any seconds to react from the side of G3. They're just going in and they're just taking them out every time they get the chance. And they're gonna do the same thing again. They have the op and everything set up. They're throwing in all the utilities, and it's gonna be Trip taking the charge again with the op here. The Molly will stop them for the time being, but Calamity is gonna go in, try to take a peek. Trip will not be able to connect the shot onto him as he goes down. That will be a wall bang though, but it doesn't matter as he goes down. Another peak on the mid here. Florida will not be able to take him out as 2 RPM will get a kill finally, but that this time around it looks really bad for CCG as they're down to the last 3 members. They're still looking towards the entry on that A site. The bomb is also located there. They do have time in their hand. They do have slightly over a minute to work with if they want to rotate back to B side, or perhaps they want to look forward to that A side because they clearly need to do anything and they need to do it fast. 15 HP remaining and the op is there. They know about it. Calamity, who collected the op, is going to be able to take out 2 RPM, gets down with that op shot, and it's going to be OB giving a bit of a support to Calamity there, but will not be able to connect the shots here as our Brian takes out one and he goes going to take out another one, and they have located the bomb as well. They're going to try to go for the plant, and Brian is holding the angle. They're both very low, though they got to be careful. The Molotov is there, and TMK will be able to take out the last member from CCG as they have retake the site successfully, and they will be able to defuse the bomb as they have time and kit both.
Yeah, nice and easy round picked up for them there. I'm not going to lie, G3 take that one, and something we saw originally from CCG is that their site holes have never been their greatest strength. They've been great getting onto sites. Their executes have been almost flawless in some cases, but it's actually holding them down and staying calm and collected as a side. That's where they seem to mess up just a little bit, and we need to see more of CCG on these post-plant situations, holding it down. But that time we're not going to see. It's going to bring it to an 8-3. We could see the 9th round come through very quickly here, but it's a low buy once again. There's a couple of SMGs on the side here for both teams, so it could be messy.
It could be really messy, but looks like they're going to be looking forward to the B side here. And with few SMGs and vice versa, they do see the op here. He's going to be able to take him down, right? Just like that. The flash is there. The top flash works recklessly as he's going to be able to take out one. Immediately traded off with the TMK, and they're going to be able to get the plant down. A quick flash in just to make sure nobody comes in. He will see his shoulder just by a little bit. Trip will gonna manage to get one, and they know where the last person is. OB is gonna be able to take out Trip here, and now it's all down to Chinchilla, and he is the only person alive. The Molly and the Flash is there. No utilities left on either of those sides, but he's not gonna be able to kill him down, react in time as he is down to the last 8 HP. He has a kid, and he'll be able to take him out, and that is the last round in the first half secured from the side of G3. And going to the second half, I think they are not in a really bad position.
No, not in a terrible position. 8-4 is always the kind of place you want to be at. It gives you a good buffer time. If you do manage to lose a pistol, you can kind of give up the next round, still have a 2-round advantage. And yeah, I'm enjoying what they're trying to do in terms of their T side. It was a good change from what I saw previously from them on this map, and it seems like they're slowly getting better at the map. While they're always at a good position, it feels like they're starting to excel a little bit more. But this is where it all comes down to the closing of the game. Can you finish this one out cleanly? Are you going to give up a pistol? Florida walks into 3.
Yep, and he's going to be taken out immediately as it's going to be a first blood and an early start from them as Trip, he's going to try to find one, but he's not going to be able to get anybody as Obi takes out another one. Double kill for him. He might as well get an ace if it's going on at this rate. And with the dual barrel, look at that. Our 2 RPM is going to go out and take the revenge for his teammates as he's going to be immediately killed by Calamity as he tries to rush inside. And a pretty quick and early round from the side of G3 here as they manage to take out every one of them, one of the members there.
Yeah, a bit of shaky there. Pistol rounds, they do seem to lose a lot of them whenever I'm in the booth here watching these, but we'll see what the plan is here. I am seeing a shotgun coming through, and that always worries me. They always seem to work, but it always worries me is whenever I see a teammate of mine pick up a shotgun, I just go, this round's absolutely done. There's nothing that we can do from this position, but they still have some decent util and they're looking to set up with it. So see what they're going to be able to do with this, as we do see a bit of a slower play here. They do use a lot of util and a lot of shots going into that mid, but for now they look composed and Rain will take first blood.
Yes, he will take the first blood as we still have the round going on, and finally CCG having a bit of an advantage that they were looking for. I mean, sorry, G3, because they definitely need it. They're gonna be able to find a kill onto Trip, making the scoreline equalizer. It's a 4v4 situation right now, and now it's all down to the last members. They do have one rifle and a shotgun on the side of CCG. Not going to be able to find anybody there as OB goes in, and he will be able to take out Chinchilla. And now it's down to the last two members. They do have a... Never mind, he is gone. And the last member is going to be Floridet. And it's all down to him. He does have a mag, though. Not sure what he's going to do. He might as well look for some exit frags there. He's waiting patiently inside the smoke. He might be able to find one with the Max 7. Calamity straight in front of him, and he's going to be able to find that. Pops up, he said, straight away. One gone, two gone, and that is some insane level kills here. He might want to save that up that AK-47. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to try to run away towards mid. But he might find one here as TMK waits patiently for Floridet here. No gun for you, sir, today, as he's going to go down, and that's another kill picked up by him.
Yeah, really good work there by TMK, knowing the pathing that would have to have been taken there. Good information as well being gathered by the rest of the team. But another round, this is what I was talking about. 2 rounds are free. You can't give them another. But the shotgun looks like the weapon of choice once again coming out here from Florida. So something was working there, but they're not going to buy up this round. They're going to save one more. They're going to allow themselves a little bit of bank to get into these final few rounds.
Yep. They're gonna go with the full eco, maybe a few CZs coming in, and another Mac 7 we see from the side of Floridet. Let's see what he can do. There are very good angles to hold those Macs, I believe, and Trip is gonna be able to Zeus N2O here, and N2O was not expecting that coming in from them, and that's at least one man down. Calamity looking towards that entry into the A side there, but there is already somebody waiting here. Florida gonna go for a long range max shot here. That is not gonna work well for him, as it should be, as they're going to be able to take down the last person alive as well, and just one round away from scoring the equalizer, as the scoreline is 8-7. Still in the favor of CCG, but not for too long.
Not for too long. 8-7. It's starting to close that gap down now, and I'm starting to get a little bit worried now that they're letting it slip a little bit too much. I know I was talking about they're going to save up the money for the bank and they're going to try and get comfortable in these rounds, but there's a lot of money sitting on them. They're not doing enough damage, in my mind, to keep G3 from closing that gap, and this is where they have to keep that gap alive. You can't let it go even, and this is where I start to get worried. But the util coming through, see the attack, but the bomb has been left behind, so they haven't made a decision on what they're going yet. We just need to see CCG take their time, and Trip will take his time and get the first kill.
Yep, we'll get the first clip for that. On the other hand, falls down. Obi picks up a kill onto RYN. Looks like they are much, much stronger and much better after shifting the sides to the terrorist side, as G3 has been dealing quite a bit of damage to CCG, and CCG, that dominant playstyle that we saw in the terrorist side, are not there yet. As I mentioned before, this can be a pretty neutral round of map, but terrorist does have that advantage of a bigger map. If they rush in, very quick rush and initiate and have the bomb planted in, it takes quite a while for the counter terrorists to come and rotate from one side to another to go for the retake, and looks like they're going to be very patient about this, as they are still looking towards to enter the side. They're going to be using the utilities as they throw the nade or something, and they just immediately get traded out. Trip will be able to take out Calamity, so that's 1-for-1. And Obi, he's there holding his angle. He's going to be able to take out one. Now it's a 1v1 situation. He's going to be Chinchillada, and he's going to be able to take out Obi, and that's a triple for him, as he will be able to defuse the bomb, as he does have that kit available, and will be picking up the op for the next round as well. And finally, after a very long time, a round goes in the favor of CCG.
Yeah, they do manage to get that round. I was worried that they were going to make it even their G3, but no, CCG managed to hold that one out. Great round from them. Now, can you keep that momentum up? Can you finish this one out cleanly? Can you make sure they don't get to those double digits and get yourselves there very, very quickly and really put the pressure down, as we have the usual quick server pause that comes through where we have to break back into the game, as CS2 is a very well built game, am I right?
Yeah, very well built. I mean, they did change the name, but I mean, it is what it is, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's something. I mean, do they care a lot for the game, I believe. It's a personal opinion that I like to vent about. But yeah, then again, we're at a very close game where the scoreline is 9-7 from both of the sides. G3, they're in it, and I believe CCG they're having a fair and fair fight of their own as well. So yeah, and guess we're gonna take some time before we go back in the game, go back into the lobby until it gets fixed.
Yeah, we'll go for a quick break until we're back in. So we'll be back in just a couple of moments. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah. All right. And we are back. It was a very short break.
We do see the 10-7 coming through, though. So CCG did manage to pick up that round. I wish we could have seen that one, but
Yeah.
it looks like their money is a little bit low on a couple of players. So it looks like it might have been a scrappy one.
Yep. But they did manage to save up the op. I'm not sure if they bought it back or they managed to save it from the last round, but it doesn't matter as they do have a full buy. But I can't say the same thing for the side of G3, as we have seen some scrappy buys from them. They have a scout on one person, and they have 3 rifles, I believe. Two rifles, one SMG, and one Tech 9 that is going to be for the green. And as we speak of, the round has begun, and they're looking towards entering the site. But Ryan will be able to pick out Obi, who has been massive for, of course, the side of G3. He has been getting a lot of kills. At TMK is going to get a trade kill with the Tech 9 there, surprisingly, but I believe he was left with dealt with a lot of damage, as he's going to go for a spray with the M4. Will not connect. Way too many shots. Trip takes out one, and he's going to go out right after that. The immediate trade-off coming in, and now it's a 2v2 situation. I believe the side of G3 has received a lot of damage, so he's down to Chinchillara and Chinchilla, and the other person, I keep calling him Chinchillara. That's just a habit. And Calamity takes out 2 RPM. The Molly is gonna be there, forcing Calamity out of there, and the Molly is gonna be burning one down, and the Calamity is very low. He's gotta be careful though. He is gonna jump around. He's gonna go try to get out of there, as he knows he's gonna go for a straight defuse here. He's not even gonna look back. Calamity is just way back. He's not gonna come out, and I might not call that a ninja defuse, but that is a very ballsy defuse coming in from Chinchilla there.
Pros don't fake. That's just the golden rule. Pros don't fake. And that was just the point right there. You just know that they're way too comfortable. Chinchilla, as always, one of my favorite players to come through, just has some of the most amazing plays. As we do see a bit of a timeout coming through there, as you can see, maybe just in the way that round went and how close it got, that there might be a little bit of pressure here on the CCG side.
Yeah, definitely. They do need the timeout. Think about their positioning. Think about how they're gonna do everything. I feel like there was a bit of a wave coming in with the M4 from the side of 2 RPM, if I'm not wrong, on that A site. So, oh, sorry, B site. So I believe they're taking some time off. They're readjusting their strategies, and we're gonna be going live again. It was a small pep talk from their side. They just need 2 more rounds ahead. So no getting overconfident, no getting out of the hands. Just play it simple, play it cool, secure 2 more rounds, and we should be good to go.
Yeah, should be good to go. 11-7 now, and starting to put that pressure down. Still an SMG in hand here, but they've got all the util they need. There's a lot missing from the side of G3 as they're trying to mount an attack and mount some sort of form here, but momentum heavily in the favor of CCG.
Yes, and looks like they're gonna be getting some quick pop flashes coming in, and Ryan will be able to take out someone through the smoke. A lot of shots are going on. Ryan will be taken out by TMK as well. So that's 1 for 1. and a molly throw out to Chinchilla. Looks like he's going to be holding on to the A site. A quick spread, and looks like the B site is going to be the side of their choice right now from the side of G3. They are still looking towards that entrance, and they got to be really careful as the side is very held nicely and deeply from the side of CCG, as we see one person in the ninja, and the other one is holding from the sniper angle street, and looks like they will finally be entering the side. Laxi will be able to take out Floridot, and they get another one. The M4 range is there, but not going to be able good enough for TMK as he takes him out. And the last person alive is going to be, I believe, Trip with the op, and he might as well go for the save here, as he is the last person alive in their team.
Last one standing here. Won't be able to do much. We'll just be able to hold on to that opposite. Some of them are going for a hunt to try and find that, as the angle is close off for the moment. They won't find anything just yet. The back of A side could be a little bit of contest. No, it's just going to be a walk away. It's going to be a nice save on the op, but it is the 8th round coming up for G3 here, and a little bit of momentum shift, but it's the money that I'm always looking at. This economy, it's so back and forth, and it's not telling the true tale, because you can see so much more money already coming through for the side of G3. They're spending their money better, while it looks like CCG are constantly forcing.
Yeah, I mean, I believe they can manage something because they're CT side. They can easily buy guns that they don't really need. Like they don't really need rifles or everything to defend. They can just buy some shotguns and hold those cheeky angles. Try to maybe get a kill before they die, in order to ruin the economy of the terrorist side. But then again, terrorist does have that one upper hand where they don't need that much of an economy to secure themselves a full buy, compared to the CT side. They need a lot more. The Molly costs more for them. The guns M4 costs more than the AK does. So always there's a bit of a economical problem when you are playing on the CT side. But then again, you are the one that is holding the side. The enemies come to you, the enemies come to your side, so you can always buy some guns that doesn't cost you much, like SMGs and stuff, and you can hold those angles and sides. So yeah, with that further ado, we are into the game again after the small tactical timeout from the side of terrorists, and they are looking towards wrapping up that round. They cannot lose another round, as it's gonna go to the match point. So they are being very cautious, being very careful to not make any mistake, not lose any members at the beginning of the round. But they will not be able to hold back, as Trip is going to be the operator. Opping down the first member. Calamity goes down there on mid, I believe, and we are watching Lexi here going to the B side. He's going to be able to find one run, had that deagle, but will not be able to connect that shot onto the head. And that's going to be one man down. The B side has been breached, but they are not being able to completely control the side. They have a smoke on the cave and blocking up the cave and sniper, but Trip is there, I believe. Chinchilla will be going out, and that is a 4v3 situation right now, favoring them. And now Floridet will be able to take out one, and there's gonna be a smoke through, also flash through spray, and they're gonna be able to take out two members. And now the last person alive is once again that Opper, and possibly going back to save it again from the same position, Heaven in the A side, or perhaps he's gonna be constantly keeping a move on, as it's a 1v3 situation, and I believe he cannot do anything all by himself.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very tough one here. Trip manages to take out one more as we just start watching Laxi watch that bomb tick over, as momentum is definitely shifted now to the side of G3, as they are starting to pick up steam, and more importantly, starting to pick up money, as we do see the rush coming through. Will Trip be able to get one more? He will. TMK does fall, so only one surviving member, but the money is just growing constantly in G3. They're not stopping.
Yeah. And going on again forward, we have 11-9 scoreline here, 11-9, and it is gonna be very difficult for CCG to hold up, as they are going for another eco round, as they definitely need this eco round very much if they wanna hold up to their economy. But that just gives one another free round away to the side of G3, and they are gonna be um facing I mean going towards that equalizing score, as they try to go for a rush there, as Ryan will be able to take out Lexi here and take the trade kill on his buddy's death here. 3v4 situation, they managed to take out one, but can they take out more here, as Ryan will be trying to take some peek here, will not be able to be good for anybody here, as it's a 2v4 situation. The bomb is still not planted. It is gonna be shifted towards the A side, I believe, as it is left completely open and unharmed, but still not opened up yet here.
Yeah, let's see. TMK is going to be able to hold this one. Chinchilla is going to jump into bullets there, and that's not great, as the rest of them are going to push on the A side now. This Trip once again just going to have to sit back and watch as they lose another round, but at least they can use this time to speak to each other and try and figure out a plan, because CCG, they look lost right now, don't they?
Yeah, and Trip is just saving that op again and again for a few rounds. He's just good for one, but after that, this op cannot do anything. But this time around, he might be found out here. He is hiding inside the tunnel, though. He does hear a lot of sounds around him. He does hear someone coming in from beach, and he's gonna be able to take out one. But can he? Will he be good for more, though? They are quickly running towards him. He gotta be careful. Trip. He's holding the angle, and 2-0 is coming towards him. He's very low, and he's gonna be taken out immediately. And that's him gone. And I believe we see some body parts flying around here and there.
Yeah, this is 11 to 10 now, and this is when the gap starts to close. You can see the money. There's an AUG even coming through now, so you can feel the pressure that's slowly mounting on the CCG side. As you can see on the other side, look at that util, look at the armor, everything they could possibly ever need fully stacked for G3, and it's too close to call at this stage. It could go either way. We could be even heading into an overtime, but right now, yeah, Trip, you've got a weight on your shoulders, as I don't think your A-hole is going to be the one to really hold it anymore. You need to be in that mid, but TMK manages to take 2 RPM, N2 takes out Chinchilla. Now mid is gone. It's Trip in a 1 versus 3, trying to get into a decent position here, but there's 3 of them ready and waiting. Util being used. There's one shot, manages to get one, needs to step back. Will he be able to get a second? Yes, he will, but there's too many coming, and the rotates aren't fast enough. But can they find this bomb before it gets to site?
Well, that's the question. They are looking for more here, as they're not going to be able to find anyone, as the equalizer score is there. They had spent big bucks in this round, and they were not able to get that many things out of here. And now CT, it is looking really bad for CCG, as they are just one round away from giving away the match point. It was looking really good for them, but uh, completely out of the blue, G3 turned it around. I believe most of that is due to the economical imbalance from the side of CCG. But then again, let's see, they're gonna go for an eco this round at this point, and it is a risk that they're taking. They are possibly aiming for that overtime here in this map, or perhaps they're hoping for a miracle, because they need one of those to happen. If they lose this round, then they might be able to get a full buy next round, but it is going to be a do or die situation for them in that round. And going in, the flash is there, holding the mag at 7. He's going to be able to take out one. He's going to go for another one. Another shot connects. Triple. That's a double hit for him. Can he get a triple? Yes, he can. And that's 3-man down. That was a team kill coming in from one side, as they have damaged each other. And now they're looking for the last person inside. 2 RPM goes out as well. Now it's a 2v2 situation. They don't have any rifles. They don't have any proper guns, but they're going to be going inside, being very sneaky, not giving any sound. They're gonna crab walk inside the site. Obi just throwing out the utils, thinking that someone's gonna come in from the connector. Trip is there, gonna pick up an AK-47. He's gonna be able to, not gonna be able to do anything with that AK. He's gonna reveal the location of N2. He's gonna find one, but Chinchilla will not be able to take out Obi, as the match point is there from the side of terrorists, from the side of G3.
Yeah, that's a massive swing. Momentum so important. That is now 5 rounds in a row, and it's just all falling apart here for CCG. We don't know what's happened. Those timeouts not working for them. This extra time they've had to speak not working. They can't find the angle to get back into this one. They do have a full buy. They do have everything available to them. Just a little bit of armor missing off of two members. But this is the round they need to take. They need to get to this OT.
Yep, definitely. And this is the round that will be very crucial for them. Trip is not expecting a boost coming in this mid here, as he's gonna be taken out immediately, and a disadvantage for CCG. Everything looks grim. Everything looks dark here as Calamity is gonna be shooting through the smoke. He's not gonna be able to take anyone down, but 2 RPM is gonna be traded out. So Calamity, he didn't die in vain. And now it's a 3v4 situation. They do have an op in hand on the side of G3. They are going to be looking towards the B side, as they have opened up the side. Ryan will be able to take a kill onto N2O. The op goes out, but it's going to be immediately traded out by somebody else. Lexi, on the other hand, takes out Floyd out, and now it's all down to the last two members, as Obi takes out another one, and now Ryan is the last person alive, and they know where he is, as he's going to give away his position, as he's going to be shot through the smoke, as the round goes in the favor of G3, and the game goes in the favor of G3. What a comeback, what a swing from G3, but very unlucky from the CCG side. Despite dominating the entire first round and pretty much almost going towards that match point, but it was never theirs to begin with, as G3 takes it all.
Yeah, just really unfortunate there towards the end. It was all about that T side who had a better run at it, and it came down to G3 just in the later stages of those rounds, just having the momentum, having the morale to carry themselves over that line. And we just saw CCG falter in the small moments that kind of capitulated into bigger and bigger losses, and it just all fell apart for them. And I guess just pick your brain for a minute. What do you think CCG need to do?
Well, they need to do their maths first. That's completely out of the bat, right? They need to handle the economy. I feel like their economy management was really bad. They were going back and forth on those buys. They need to make sure that they have enough money. They have saved up enough money. If you're losing a round, make sure you eco one round, or make sure you calculate your buys, whatever you're buying, whether you're buying SMGs, whether you're buying anything else. Make sure that you are keeping those stuff in hand, right? You are keeping those cash flowing, and if you do that, maybe you would be able to get more guns, take more better fights in the rounds, and perhaps secure more rounds in their favor.
Maybe so, maybe so. We'll have to check back in. I believe we're playing again on Wednesday, so we'll see if CCG bring a better front that time around. But that is all from us here tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to everyone behind the scenes as well. We'll see you all very, very soon. Good night.